go back now to the Valley of the Kings and to take you directly into the tomb of King Tut. Now you can see this is the burial chamber of King Tutankhamun, and this all of the paintings. So from now on, I'm going to describe for you the objects and the story of the tomb itself, and why we have different series about this tomb and relating to it to another person. Why is this Pharaoh? First, you have to know why we didn't find his tomb like the other pharaohs. And this is all of the burial chamber and all of the antechamber of King Tutankhamun. And here is his mummy. The only mummy left in a tomb in the Valley of the Kings is the mummy of King Tutankhamun, to make an attraction to the visitors of the tomb. I will show you this mummy later clearly. And you can see here is the entrance leading to the tomb. Even the antechamber here with no painting. And you have to know why this pharaoh was very famous and important, because he was not recorded in the Egyptian documents, as he succeeded a pharaoh who was believing in one God. You know that along the Egyptian history, they used to believe in multiple gods for everything. And they used to worship main god for the whole empire. The main god of Egypt at that time was called Amun-Ra. So most of the names of the pharaohs at that time were called Amun-Hotep. Amun-Hotep, it means Amun satisfied. So please, you can look for the chat room if you want to see the links for my next virtual tours. And if you like to donate to me to continue doing more virtual tours for you and to get more materials, I would be grateful for you for donating for me to keep going on my project to show you more about the Egyptian history and for getting more materials. So the pharaohs of Egypt at that time were called Amun-Hotep. Amun-Hotep, it means Amun satisfied. There was a pharaoh in our history called Amun-Hotep IV. Amun-Hotep IV, this person began to believe in different philosophy. He began to believe in one God. This god was called Aton. This god was already existing in Egypt. He was a secondary god. It was not a problem for him at all to believe in such god. The problem for this person that he began to change the rules of religion. He changes his name to be Akhenaton. Akhenaton, it means useful to God Aton. This god was already existing, but Akhenaton, this person who was named Amun-Hotep IV, he ordered to close all of the temples of the other gods. And he began to make himself to be the only relation between his people and the new god. So he canceled the priests, and the priests were the most powerful people of Egypt at that time. So they began to be jobless. So the priests of Egypt struggled against the new king and the new religion, till Akhenaton migrated the capital in Luxor and established a little capital in between Luxor to Cairo, to the east side of the Nile. This capital is very little.